Hello everybody, welcome to some more Cash Cleaner Simulator. My name is Anthony, and I don't really recall what I did for the last episode in regards to what I said I was going to do. I put some of the ink bills inside there. I think that's what I'm going to start doing, is sending ink bills inside the piggy, because it's kind of annoying me having to consider scrubbing it, which I am most definitely not going to waste my time doing. It's a little bit too much work, I'd say. I did a big huge thing of washing and drying, and we have a box right over here. Clean bills. This right here is dirty bills. I'm not even gonna look at that. And then I moved the counterfeit bills from right over there to right over here for the current time being. Counterfeit USD, that is. And this right here, I believe, is the yen, which we don't have access to at the moment. Which I should probably grab a box and stick this in there. Consider doing that. I put this through both the euro and the USD machine, obviously, because it's right there in front of the USD machine. So yeah. Just gonna stick that in the corner until we unlock whatever we're supposed to do with that. So let me just go ahead and pick this up and move it real quick. I think we're just gonna keep trucking along, doing some simple jobs to look at getting maybe one of the rooms. I don't know if I want to do the top room or the bottom room. I know this one right here is probably the mortar, and that one must be the corrugated pipe for the piggy. I might just honestly look at doing the mortar first if we get enough money, because I think that might be more interesting to launch it, or see what ends up happening when we do launch it. So I'm going to move forward for this one. I'm going to sneeze in a second. I think I am, at least. Maybe I won't. You never know with those feelings. This is a big, huge load of cash that I just did. I emptied this box out because this is the last dirty box. I was cleaning them all up. Oh. Oh, it would appear that these are still potentially dirty. See. There we go. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of cash. I honestly didn't expect it to be that much cash, but it was nuts. I put them all in there, and I think they're like all banded up, if you will. And yeah, it was absolutely nuts trying to pull it out of the washer to put into the dryer. So I would say that this is probably not a bad thing. I would think this is a good thing to have this much extra cash, but I don't know. I guess I could actually scan and see how much money this actually ends up all being. All I know is it's an insane amount, as you can see. Having to, well, I guess you actually didn't get to really see too much, because luckily for me, a bunch of the money all went in a big huge ball. Can I do that again? Can I ball this up? Interesting how you can do that. I didn't quite know you could. So I guess we can just leave that right there for right now. And can I scan this? $148,000. That's almost all cash. Now, do I know if it's true or not? Not necessarily. That could be mostly fake bills, or it could be mostly clean bills. I guess since I'm already over here goofing off doing this, I might as well do this real quick. Let me see if I can make a big, huge money ball again. So if I put you over here. Do that, and if I pick this up, well, that looks like it is gonna money all ball up. That's kind of nice. So we'll stick that in there. I wonder if like the strat would be to like go ahead and wash it twice or something. I of course don't know, because I've never done that before. I wonder if that would necessarily work or not. So, okay, let's go ahead and look at some of the darknet missions we got going on. What is this? Panther. Mounted. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. Panther. Is this folder with documentation comprising the Black Lotus 500 marks, banknotes marked by the FDI. Well, I don't really want to look at doing that real quick. So it looks like we have to do most of the pack. These items for sale. Money bill 1,000. Golden statue. So I don't have any statues. So I guess we look at doing these ones. So we have a 10,000 at pace. What is 10,000 euro? What is this? And in any box and any euro bills contained this container is functional. I don't have enough money for that. Why is it worth so much though? That's what I want to know. Okay, 30,000 in a medium box. Any dollar bills. Because that's an insane amount of money. Task. I wish I was able to honestly get rid of those other ones. Medium box and any dollar bills container is dry. 30,000. Okay, well, yeah, the container is dry. So let's just go ahead and, or actually, wait, this one's 30,000. Easy. 10, 20, 30. Look at this. So, luckily for us, we've gotten a bunch of $100 bills. And luckily for you guys, I did it off camera. I made a bunch of packs. Bands, whatever you want to call it. So $30,000. Excuse me? That is so crazy that one of those would just only have 5,000. But it's fine. We got so many boxes. I don't care. But what I do care about is I don't think I want to necessarily give away free money. Which I guess I didn't even need to do that because I got this right here. There we go. That should be it. This time, second time's a charm. You in there? In you go. Yes, you are. We'll wait for you to get off the quest book. Now you're off the quest book. Sick. Darknet. This one. 10,000 euros. I feel like, oh, this once again, I was like, I feel like I just clicked that one, but I wasn't able to do it for some reason. Okay, 20,000 euros in a medium box. No counterfeit bills. Okay. Pretty sure it said medium. Just one sec delivery. Medium box. Okay, so a medium box right here. Look at this bad boy. There's nothing in there. So this is my Euro box over here. It's a nice box full of euros, in case you guys are wondering. That's why it's called the Euro box. That'd be crazy if it was called the Euro box. It actually had a USD in it. So if the feds come in here and try to look at it, they wouldn't suspect a thing. Put you back over here. And start. I don't know how much money was actually in that box to begin with. You know what's funny is, why am I doing that if I could just, I'm already having that way. So I could just scan that other box and just see how much it was. That's okay. I'm so glad I have that scanner, man. It makes this just so much more easy peasy lemon squeezy to go through with. Don't gotta think about a thing. Shut my brain off and be like, oh, look at that. It has 14,000. So I just need a little bit more. 14. This has, excuse me? Sum is $20,000. Bro. I couldn't even do that if I wanted to. Dude, that is absolutely insane. I better not say 1997 or something stupid like that, though. 20,000. That was on the money, man. That was nuts. I didn't mean to do that. Totally unintentional. Here we go. Grab those bills. That was honestly amazing. And I got $5,000 just like that. Bam. Look at us go. See, we'll just do this one. That looks like a mortar base plate. It's over here. So where'd the mortar go? Oh, let me pick this up quick. Okay, there's dice over here too. Why is it so dark though is what I want to know. Okay, we're gonna push E on that. Okay. Priming the shot. Okay, so it's just a mortar. Give me level 16, so, well, I'm already ahead. Do we have that one mission for 1,000? Here. Yes, we do. Let's see, because I want to make sure I get that one, because that one's worth a lot. Is this clean like Cache Cleaner Simulator or something like that? It doesn't look like there's enough things there, but maybe there is. These are all empty again, if I remember right. Let's see, was there any of them? You have some gold bars, which, oh, it's just so slow to move these things. I mean, wouldn't you think gold bars are very light in real life? Definitely not made out of metal. What I was just mostly curious about, though, was I thought I had more inked money up, but I think I burned it. That's the only thing I can think of. So if that's the case, I guess I wouldn't have it. Let's see, let's scan you. Let's see, what do you have? You have 6,640. That is definitely not enough. That mostly looks like USD. Let's see, what are you? Let's see if there's any goody goodies in here. Well, there's definitely something. That's 6,000 I said, so I need 6,600, so is that enough? 10,000. Okay, in a box, and any Euro bills, container is functional, not ink snake money. Let's see if we can put you in a small. just because I want to save you. You're going back and forth just a little bit, just because why not? Let's see. If I do this, and I do this, and I grab all of you, and I guess I can't grab all of you. You. No, stop that. Silly sausage. You, and you. Let me put you in this. Scan you again because I'm paranoid. You should be all clean. We put it through the large machines. There should be no counterfeits. This should be good. I think we're really... Whoa. In a box, and any euro bills contains functional. Is it because... No, it says in a box. Hmm? You are the euro machine, are you not? Okay. I am confused. I was gonna say confusion, but I didn't. I stopped myself. Container is functional in a box. I'm not quite sure why you don't like that. Do you want to be in this large box? Is it because... Oopsie, is it because you... I wouldn't think it would be because of you, but if it is you and you're the reason why you did that, I won't be mad, I suppose. No. 10,000 euro. Okay, let me open you up. Let me go to black market. Let me go to tools. Let me look at this bad boy. A large euro counter. Sorts out pro, like a pro, filters out fakes, and even reps. So yeah. Okay. You're not ink stain money. Money is clean. A little bit confused. I might have to pause for a second and figure out what I'm doing wrong. I'm sure it's something obvious and I feel like a silly Billy. But I don't know why. Alright, well give me a second guys, I'll figure this out. Okay, so I just went and set it as the main quest in the tracker, and that seemed to fix it. So I wonder if it was just because it thought I was doing the other thing. So let me see, do I have a... I do not have one of you in my inventory. I'm going to just go ahead and just grab this and see if I can, once again, stick inside the small box, because I have about 1,000 of these small boxes and not a lot of the big boxes. If I scan you again, once again, that looks good. That was a little weird, but whatever. I'll just now know that, hey, if you're going to do this, you got to set it as your main quest that you're tracking. So here goes a 10 euro, 10,000 euro. You like money. Put you over here. And we're just going to keep on trucking along. So this is my USD pile over here. You know, so it goes all good money. Let's see what the next quest would be. Kind of just rolling. $15,000 in a sports bag. Any bill, no counterfeit. Okay. Well, we can do that. Not a problem. Sports bag. Sports bag. Sports bag. There we go. Track it because likes that. So for delivery, $15,000. I think I've been sticking you over here. So I guess we can just kind of start stacking in here. I'm hoping that the other platform has something useful up there. I mean, I know it's closer to the piggy. I just don't necessarily know, like, what would be the benefit that's worth $5,000. That's kind of what I'm curious about. Is like, how is it going to be worth the money that I'm going to have to be putting into it? That one's 21,000. I'll just stick you back up in there and put you back in here. We got now. We got 15,000. Okay. I mean, like, it's not like it's a whole lot of money, but still, it's something more than maybe what I want to spend on. So I guess we'll find out here pretty soon. Here we go. Let's see. $525. $65,000. Now that's it's starting to get a little bit more costly now. It's not gonna lie. 65,000's a lot. But you know, I think once again we can make this work. We can do this. We can figure this out, guys. Let's see. So let's start. Dear golly, golly. $65,000. Wonder how much this mountain's gonna go down. Start packing them. You know, if we pack them though, I wonder can I fit it in a small box? Right, this is a medium. Maybe even just do the medium. 65,000 in smalls is a lot of money, I think. Oh, I still got. Do I use the money that I got over there, or do I just try doing this? I feel like I should do this. Give me a break from cleaning out and making this mountain of money any bigger than it already is. One thing I already know, those I'm gonna run out of tape. I can almost feel it. So I just noticed you can kind of see the tape on the side of the machine. Boom. So that was a nice visual thing that I wasn't fully aware of until I started this episode, because I looked at the side and noticed, oh, when I refilled it, it got bigger. So that's kind of cool. It kind of gives you some visuals if you're there to pay attention and notice it. So this week there was a game called, I believe it's Majorina. It's kind of going crazy. I got it last night. I played 15 minutes of it with my wife. She kind of got overwhelmed. I kind of felt a little bit overwhelmed as well, because, not gonna lie, we started out with a full team. I think it only goes with 8 people at the current state of the game. And we were kind of together. Someone said, wait 1 second. They disconnected. Another person disconnected. And then in the distance, I could hear my wife going, fireball, fireball, trying to cast fireball at someone. And we're not on the same team. So it's like, okay, this is eerie. I know she's probably over a hill, because I walked out the portcullis at the castle thing. And I know she's over that way because I can hear her, as I just said. And yeah, it was a little sketch. I was like, she's gonna burn my butt up. I know she is. Luckily, she didn't get to me. Some other guy came over and I got him first, which felt kind of good. First kill. It was a little chaotic because they were able to teleport, and they used a different spell. They're using, I think it's called Blink. I'm not sure. So like I said, it was only 15 minutes, but using Blink, and this guy's over a hill, blinking the opposite direction as I'm casting Fireball at him. And then I'm walking after him, and I think I did end up getting him either that time or I chased him around the mountain and got him. But either which way, shortly after, I know he died, and right as soon as he died, I fell down into a hole and I died. And I didn't know there was a hole there to begin with. And I found the Excalibur hilt, so I know there's a sword in the game, apparently. I'm just not quite sure where the rest of the parts are at. And I didn't kind of expect it to have like that dark feel to it. It was a little sketchy finding the Excalibur hilt, because you had to go into this old crypt, and you go down there and it's dark. You get a torch and you're able to light these pit things, you know, what do they call them? The, like, you know, they have the basket and they're full of like tinder and stuff, and you light it on fire and it stays up. Basically that thing. And I'm doing that. Next thing you know, skeletons come. Okay, no big deal. I'll use the spells that they taught me in the beginning of the game, you know, the tutorial. So I go and I do that. And then this giant dude who's able to cast spells comes out of nowhere and starts trying to light me up. And it's all dark. No one else is there. And I don't know. I wasn't expecting it. So I kind of ran. I'm not going to lie. I knocked him out, and then I booked it. I was like, I ain't sticking around to see what this is about. This is a little sketch. Okay, euros. That's for 18. I can't do that apparently. Okay, 30,000 more euros. The only problem with doing euros right now is I don't think I have a lot of built up euros. So if I don't, probably means I'm going to have to... Well, I guess let's see what this is. Let's see, are you guys euros? Are you euros? Excuse me. Yeah, I totally forgot where that sneeze went that I said I was going to have earlier. I was serious. I thought I was going to sneeze it up. Sports bag. I feel like we're just going to burn. There's some good money there, but it ain't good enough for me to be like, yeah, let's keep ya. Okay, 30,000 in dry money. That's 5. It's a little bit concerning because that's not a whole lot of bills. I don't think... You think there's 30,000 euros in there, guys? Yeah, me either. Is that closed? That was closed. Ay, 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 ay. Mamma mia. Let's put you over here. I feel like I shouldn't even... Well, that looks like it could be clean, actually. Is it actually clean? Wow, I think that is. Once again, I think this is all mostly USD. So let's see. Let's go ahead and grab all these coins, because that's definitely what we need right now. Is my cat's meowing. Hopefully you can't hear her too much, but I feel like there's no way you wouldn't be able to hear her. She is such a foodie. I tell you what. We went away on a vacation. Did I ever turn you on? I don't think I did. To Maine. To go see some family. And we left out a bowl for them to open feed, which we have never done that with her. She's a newer cat. We decided to go ahead and do that because we had someone who was able to come every other day, just about, my dad, and he wasn't able to make it, every day. So I was like, okay, well, that's obviously not going to work. There's no way that, you can only, feed them once a day when they're used to getting fed twice a day and not do that. It just doesn't work. So we'll have to open feeding for him. And she is our newer cat. She's a black cat. Her name's Naomi. They originally at the shelter had her name be Nairobi, which is cute, sure. They took her to the vet. We took her to the vet, and the vet said that she has a thyroid potential problem. Okay, that's great. So what does that all entail? That entails me giving her chlorella tablets for cats, which if you don't know what that is, it's like a super vitamin kind of thing, superfood, whatever. She needs that. She needs some special food. Okay, so costs a little bit extra money. Wasn't too thrilled to hear that because the other cat can eat whatever. He's totally fine. He was inbred, and we actually were there for the birth. And then we get her from a shelter, and it's like, okay, a couple problems. We didn't know that. She pukes a lot, and she likes to pee on rugs, of course. Some cats do that. She's one of them, and which is a huge headache. So we got the special food, and then we can't leave both out, because if we leave both out, she will just consume and gorge herself, which we kind of knew was going to be a problem. We did I guess I say we, but I did a test run with her. I was like, all right, I'm going to leave some food out, see how she's going to react to having open feeding. And the first day she overgorged herself so much that she ended up puking up piles. And this food is calorie dense. And it was like, oh my goodness, she ate like, $10 worth of her food, and she wouldn't stop. I had to like pick her up and be like, girl, you need to go in the basement. You got to be separated from society right now. You have a problem, and I mean, you do have a problem. There's no way you can tell me you don't, because you are actively showing me your problem. She just couldn't stop. And then to make things worse, my other cat, who is really good with things, he thought the new food was treats. Little man, he had a problem too. He started going after it. He was like munching down on things. He would not stop. And I was like, oh my goodness gracious, both of you are doing it now. I just need y'all to treat this like a normal food for me for once. And she had already been on it for a while, so she knew it wasn't like treat. But I think potentially with her being a rescue, she probably was more so like, oh, I had to go a while without food, and there's some trauma there, I'm sure, because when we got her from like an animal rescue shelter place, they said that, they found her, I think, stuck in a fence post. Like someone saw her and she had her head stuck, between it. So there's some trauma there for sure. And if she wasn't a house cat, I don't know how she survived so long out in the wild, because she's the kind of person, like, kind of animal that, like, she just would not, she's not going to survive out there, honey. There's no way. She is super soft. It's kind of sad. It's kind of pathetic. I think she'd definitely get eaten by a pack of kittens. But it's okay, 'cause we love her. Or I do. Some days it's easier to love her than others, but I love her. She's become part of the family for right now. For right now, I say. It sounds so ominous. Nah, I think she'll be alright. Baby girl will be alright. Let's see, we need a little more money. No, that will do right there. I know that will do it, but I'm just to check. I'll do it. So, we were told she likes to be picked up and cuddled. That's kind of true, kind of not. She doesn't know how to put her claws away. So you pick her up and she kind of thing will sit on your lap and call the crap out of you. It's like, I don't know if you mean to do that or not. She acted like an old lady when we first got her, and it's like, oh my gosh, she can't jump off. You know, she treating her like a old woman who's gonna break her hip every 5 seconds, and then we found out real quick that she's not like that. She's actually quite feisty, and she actually can do a little bit more than what I wanted to give her credit for. Alright, I'm gonna be right back because I'm gonna see if I can find some marked bills, because I'm not quite sure where they would be. So let me see if we even have any. Kind of left a little bit too soon. We had actually over 100 bills inside of our marked counter, so that kind of worked out amazingly. I think this is a large box. Yes, you are a large box. I'm so glad that just take a little bit of time to kind of organize things. It's not even really like it's fully organized. It's just a little bit organized, but man, you just take that little bit of time to do that and make these piles everywhere. A little rat's nest. And you really just blast through a bunch of this. I'm really actually enjoying this now. I wasn't quite sure how I felt when I first started playing it. Controls are a little bit different. Like having X be the last thing, you know, take out of your bag. Tab standard, but the way you gotta pick things up, you know, drop it, turn it on, pick it back up. It's different. It's weird, but you really kind of get used to it. You get in the flow, you get in the rhythm, and it feels good. It's scratching an itch in my brain currently. Oh my lord. $60,000 in a box in $20 bills. Okay, that took me about 13 minutes. I recorded the video. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to use it, so I'm just gonna say I'm gonna go in the corner. You might see a little bit of a time lapse, but oh no, boohoo! I didn't do the video like I said I might do. Okay, now that we got that out of our system, as you can see, we do have $60,000 exactly. I had to go through all the money they had over there that was dirty and clean it all up, double clean it. Even though it says I could probably use dirty bills because I don't think it says it has to be clean, but I did it anyways. Went through ludicrous amounts of money. I think we have a bunch of hundreds. Luckily, none of it was fake. Well, I think that money right there might have actually been an accident. I don't think that's actually fake. But man, feels like my character's moving slow a little bit, but I know it's not the super slow, so I don't know. Let's send that in because it's hard work. 110% concentration power of will. There we go. 826 crypto. Okay, that was sweet. So this is going to be the official end of the video. So yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like, thumbs up, and comment. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.